Hey everyone, I hope y'all were able to see the previous video. If you have not seen the previous video at the beginning of the slides, go ahead and watch it. But everyone's is going to look a little bit different. So yours may be under the week of May 11th through the 15th, but the title is going to be the same. So opinion writing May 11th through the 15th. Go to your assignments, open up your assignment, and I always like to go to slides. You can use this, but sometimes when you use the pencil, it does not save your work. So I always just go to the square up on the top right corner just to make sure that my stuff gets saved and it doesn't get deleted by accident. Okay, so please watch this video at the first slide. If you have not watched it, it will explain the prompt, but we are talking about, we're writing so today we're doing Monday, write a letter giving advice to the future third graders of next year. So, you know, you did this at the beginning of the year where you read the advice from the previous third grader, so now it is your turn. So we're going to go on the next slide. We're going to brainstorm your ideas and add them to the circle map. Okay, so I've already kind of started this a little bit, but go ahead and fill this out, guys. What are some of your top 3 tips to survive the new school year? So remember last year you had, or at the beginning of the year, you had brochures that you read. Well, we want to go ahead and have the kids that are coming to 3rd grade to have something like this too. So try to write as neatly as possible if you are using markup. That way we can print this out and give it to them for next year. But this will also help you to brainstorm some ideas that you may want to add to your circle map that you're going to want to mention in your letter. So I went ahead and started giving one of the tips. Make sure to follow directions, but I'm not going to fill everything out, so go ahead and fill out 2 more tips that you have for them. In this box right here, in the yellow one, tell them a little bit about yourself, so a little bit about me. That way they get to know you a little bit, like who's the one giving me advice, right? And then in the purple box, about your new teacher. So maybe give them a little bit of insight on what your teachers are like. So again, you know, in 2nd grade, you only had 1 teacher, and now you have 2 in 3rd grade. So that's a little bit something to get used to. So maybe mention that or talk to them about that. How was your experience with that? And then your favorite memories in the green box. What were some of your favorite memories that you had of 3rd grade? So I went ahead and typed getting to hang out with y'all, getting to know y'all, but of course you can definitely write more. I'm just not going to fill everything out, that way you don't have to watch like a 20-minute video. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and, now that we've kind of started brainstorming, start filling some stuff out that you might want to mention. So of course you can definitely mention more stuff than what was in that previous slide, but I went ahead and started. So I said maybe tips for next year. What are some other tips I want to give them? Some advice. Maybe you want to talk about specials. Or now if you want to add, so I'm going ahead and typing it by inserting text boxes. So if you're using markup, then obviously you can just mark up. But if you want to insert text boxes, go to the plus sign up here, insert text. And then I always just make my little text boxes a little bit smaller and drag them over. So maybe I want to talk about my teachers. Okay, if I want to add more, I'm going to talk about some favorite memories. What are some things that they have to look forward to? Okay, what do they have to look forward to? So talk to them about that way to get them excited. Remember, they look up to you guys, so you know, give them more information a little bit, get them excited. So you can definitely add more if you'd like on here, but just for the sake of time, I will not fill out my circle map. But again, it does not have to look like mine. You could definitely have different things that you want to let them know. And so now you're going to circle your top 3. So what are the ones that you can really write the most about? And then you're going to include them in your second circle map. So I went ahead and already started mine, but I talked about following directions or tips. So I'm jotting down my ideas, you know, kind of that way I know what I want to talk about. Well, I mentioned tips, but what kind of tips? What advice do I want to give them, right? So mine were following directions, being kind, don't be nervous. What are some tips you want to talk about? Again, it does not have to be in complete sentences in here. I'm going to insert another text box. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about my teachers. So what they were like. Maybe some of the second graders don't know that you have to switch classes. So maybe you want to mention that. So we will be showing them this year as well. That way they kind of get used to it. But so maybe you want to talk a little bit about that. Again, you do not have to. This is your letter. But this is what I'm going to be doing for mine. And then I'm going to talk about maybe memories, favorite memories, or what they can look forward to. Okay, then I'm going to jot down my favorite memories. But so this is all you have to do today for Monday. Just fill out that chart in the previous slide and do your brainstorming and complete your 2 circle maps. And then again, don't forget to include your prompt. So silly me, I was forgetting that. But go ahead and insert your prompt. So letter to second graders. Okay, and so then again, do it on your second circle map. But all right, guys, we're here if you need help. And then once you have completed your circle map, go ahead and click the little check mark that you've completed this. Go back to classroom and your stuff will be saved. All right, see y'all soon.